as you know, during COVID, everyone was home, not going to work. So you're having these conversations 2 and 3 hours over the phone with your former buddies about all these war stories that we had and playing ball and everything like that. So of course, Michael Brooks and I, we talked a lot, and his clothing line was called Valley Boys. And once again, I thought it would be a super idea for this idea to come to light through a book.
All right, my name is Todd Dunnings. I went to Robert E. Lee High School, Stanton, Virginia, from 1983 to 87. Yeah, he did. So I get a phone call. It was during COVID. I don't know the exact date and time, but during COVID, you know, we're all kind of at home, and I know he's off from work a lot. I'm still working, but during my days off, he calls me and he says, you know what, I got something I want to throw at you. I said, all right, what you talking about? He said, what do you think about the words Valley Boys? I said, all right, I like it. In what context? Then he started to explain about how there's so much talent that has come through this area from back in the early, even you can go as far back as the 50s, 40s, if you really want to dig, with a lot of guys from back in the area that we learned from the other day, talking to Jerry Venable and those guys. But all the way through the 70s and 80s, there's so many boys basketball talent that came through here. Every school had at least one or two guys that came through. And his question was, whatever happened to him?
I like your idea. It's a cool name.
Well, the name was his. And I asked, would he mind if I used it? I asked him, would he mind if I used it for the project, for the basketball project? Nah, man, go ahead. You know, so of course at the time, I didn't know that it was going to morph into this thing, but it has legs and it's snowballing. And, you know, and this is my first foray into anything like this. First time I've even attempted something like this. So,
you know, where did they go? Where did they end up? And we just started having conversations about, well, so-and-so went here, or Pee Wee went to Florida State, or even like Robbie Howard, you know, a great guy over in Waynesboro. Where did he go? He went up to junior college in Maryland. But we're trying to find out what happened after that. A lot of people just faded away. And that's kind of like how it started. So we just started doing a little research on what happened to folks. Who are they? Where are they now?
It's kind of morphed into podcasts along with the documentary. And that's what it spawned the entire idea, just basketball, old war stories, reliving old memories and things like that, as well as trying to give other players from the Valley that didn't get a lot of recognition some shine and some light.